What? How? We already have 4 people in the chat. I don't even know how this is possible. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hopefully the microphone is working. Oh, got to switch this over here. Oh, there we go. First one, Gemini Thrifts. Alrighty, as people start to pile in here. I don't know if this is working. Live chat, there we go. All right, so welcome back. Currently at 8 people in the chat. I know I didn't really do a great job of kind of advertising this live stream, so I apologize for that. Michael, hello. Mike, hello. NWO, hello. I feel like we'll probably get some more people in the chat as the stream goes on. Right now there's only 14. Big Mac, hello. How's it going? Alrighty. So I don't really know what much to talk about, but welcome back. Hopefully everyone's enjoying this beautiful day right now in Pennsylvania. It's still sunny out, which is nice. It's 6 o'clock, and hopefully it's sunny wherever you guys are. Collecting soda tabs. Awesome. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Kat. Me and my dad always watch your videos, Big Mac. Thank you. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Hello from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. Awesome. Everyone's around here. Jamie from Ohio. Paper Moose, did see you as well. Mr. Stacks. I'm in Northern California, Eureka area. Nice and sunny, yes. So I assume everyone else is, most of you guys are probably not on the East Coast. And it's probably still very, very sunny there. Right now it's cooling off. Jennifer, hello from Harrisburg. So I'm kind of curious for everyone out there what you guys might collect. Deb, hello. Michael, we want to see Salsa. Salsa's in the other room right now, so she might come in here. I gave her a bone. I was curious what you guys might collect because I was thinking about for this upcoming flea market season to possibly do more treasure hunting videos, but most importantly also kind of branch out of what I kind of collect and what I buy. And pretty much wanted to get into a whole new genre and try to learn about different things. So if you guys are interested in anything, let me know. I would love to kind of know more about different things. Haley, hello. Patricia, hello. The Yorkshire in the UK. Wow. Easy kill, ho. You're back from spring break. That sounds, I don't know if you should be happy or upset about that. Henry, see you in 2 weeks, buddy. I assume you mean flea market season. So yeah, flea market season is opening up. I see the chat has kind of a delay, so I apologize for that. Vintage fabrics. So maybe quilts, textile, stuff like that. I'm in Tasmania. Hey, Taco Stacker, this is your buddy Tom. When are you coming to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? Pittsburgh is pretty far. That's about 5.5 hours, 5 hours. That's a pretty far drive. I don't know if I'll go out there. It's weird how Pennsylvania is kind of like that. Like there's a different part of Pennsylvania that's just so far from here. Hello, Taco Stacks from Mesquite, Texas. Do I have any California license plates? So yeah, I have a bunch of California license plates. Apparently California is also one of those states that has really different styles. I have the very traditional style. I know I also have probably a black one with like yellow font. There's quite a couple ones that I have. I know I also had a dealer plate, the newer one. That's a dealer plate. Jennifer, hello from Delaware. Barry, Salsa is getting so big. Come out to New Jersey flea markets this spring and summer. So yeah, about that. So tomorrow's video is going to be a flea market video. I did go to Lambertville yesterday, and I edited that video either last night or this morning. I can't really remember. And so I finally got out to Lambertville. You guys will see how that went. It was kind of not as expected. It was very cold, surprisingly, because the wind kind of picked up. But I did get out to my first flea market of the year. I am very excited to get back to my own flea market that I go to. It's definitely something that, if you don't get out there and kind of experience different markets, you can be very persuaded one way or the other in terms of what might be a good market as opposed to what might be like a so-so market. I know when I went down to Maryland, along the Eastern Shore, there were a couple flea markets, and they were just not what I expected. Thomas, ever go to Columbus Flea Market? I have never been to Columbus. So when I was at Lambertville, somebody did ask me if I'm ever going to go to Columbus. They thought I kind of lived around that area. I do not live by Columbus, and I think Columbus is kind of far. I do believe that Columbus is very similar in terms of my flea market. Mine's a little bit more junky. I know Columbus, I believe, has tables. So Blue Bus Dave is on vacation right now. Would have been great for you to meet up. Yeah, so some people there were talking about Blue Bus Dave. I would definitely love to kind of do like a collaboration with him. Let's see. Well, what the hails? We've been trying to get in contact with you to invite you to be a part of a major mega collaboration between the top YouTube storage unit channels. You are the last invite. Message if interested. I'm always interested. I don't know if I have to travel somewhere. I'm kind of like in the boonies. So it's kind of hard. It's difficult to travel, but if you want to do something in terms of video content collaboration, I'm always down for that. I know somebody was trying to do like a thrift store battle with me. I would like that if my thrift stores had something other than just pressed glass, punch bowl sets, and clothes, but we'll see what happens. I also want to do this. Yes, travel is involved. All right, so put a rain check on that. I'll try to figure out something. We'll try to figure out something. I know somebody did want to do a thrift store battle with me, and I also want to kind of try out doing maybe like a flea market treasure hunt kind of thing and kind of incorporate, different kind of like a scavenger hunt. I think that'd be kind of cool to kind of show you guys different things that might still be out there. Hey, Taco, continue to live your dream. Are you keeping your eye out for a metal detector, John asks. I'm still looking for metal detectors. I think the problem with the metal detecting is that people would want to see a video if I find stuff. It's not going to be a very exciting video if I just go out metal detecting and I don't find anything. But I do keep my eye open for that. I actually was going through all the stuff that I got out of a storage locker a couple of weeks ago when I was packing up for the flea market. And there was a metal detector in it, but it's like some junky metal detector. So I'm going to keep my eyes open. Anita, hello. I'd watch a video of you just muttering. I love listening to you. Thank you for the compliment. I feel like I mutter a lot. I currently collect vinyl records and mid-century TV lamps. So yeah, vinyl records are something that I think are still pretty hot. It's something that I know at my flea market, there's certain categories that in the morning, every single person or, there's someone out there who asks you about it. So you have people who ask about records. You have people who ask about video games, like older radios. It's there's definitely a whole category. Signage. People are always looking for signage. So it would be nice to kind of have my own record, player and kind of play something, but I don't really listen to that much music. Anna, treats and toys for Salsa. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate, Anna. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Great. So yes, actually tomorrow I'm actually going to get Salsa some more dog food. She was having an issue where she kept chewing her paws, and I thought that the reason why she was chewing her paws were because of the dog food she was eating. So I ended up switching it, and then just didn't really do anything. Or then she kind of got over it, and then I just went back to the old dog food, and she was fine. So I don't know if it was just maybe she had anxiety or something was screwed up, but yeah. Do you have a BC license plate? British Columbia, I believe. I think I do. The Canadian ones are a little bit more difficult. I don't really remember which ones I have. No, I definitely have a Manitoba. Allergies for dogs, they chew. Thank you, Auction Life. Appreciate it. So yeah, she might have had allergies. Hey, Taco from Sweden. Awesome, Sweden. I was having a conversation with someone else the other day about Sweden. It was about Switzerland. I think I was talking to Paper Moose about it. I can't remember what it was about, but hello from Sweden. Do I have a Maine license plate? Hey, Michael, I think I do have a Maine license plate. Unless, no, actually, I don't know. I don't know if Maine's the one with the crab on it. I might not. Hey, Tacos, I actually collect fish on the shelf behind you. Oh, it was just kind of like decoration that I had. I was collecting mason jars for a while, but I kind of collected everything that I really wanted in terms to kind of fill up that shelf. And then the top are mineral jugs. Love your New Mexico sweater. Thank you. Hi, Taco from Nazareth. Hello, Alexis. Hi from California, Yolando. Romania. Someone needs to pinch Taco Stacks. He's not wearing green. So I was going to wear my green beanie in here, but it's kind of warm today. It's kind of warm. So I was like, that green beanie is just not gonna work. Even though I'm wearing a sweatshirt, so that really doesn't make sense. Jane, do I collect baseball cards? I used to for a while, and then I kind of just got out of it. There was a couple guys who I used to collect who I played baseball with, but they kind of dwindled out as well, so they don't really have any more baseball cards of them. What's up, Taco from Ohio? Hello, William. Juan, love your videos. Keep it up. Greetings from Los Angeles. Thanks, Juan. Thank you for the super chat. Awesome, man. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks, man. LA is actually one city I do want to go to. I do want to get there. So I know it's something with YouTube is like a lot of YouTubers end up going to LA. I think it'd be cool to go there. I have no intention to move there, but LA sounds like a pretty cool place. So thanks, Juan. Greetings from Indiana. Thanks, Curtis. Coming to San Francisco. So yeah, my brother actually lived in San Francisco for quite some time. Shout out from Bruce Journey from Illinois. What's the tallest stack of tacos I've ever made? I don't know. I haven't had a taco in a very, very long time. It's something that, you guys might remember I think the first, like the 1,000 subscriber special, I made tacos. After about a month of that, I just kind of like stopped eating tacos. So maybe I'll get Moe's or Chipotle someday. There was actually a taco place here, and now they turned into like some Hawaiian poke bowl or something. I don't even know what it is, but yeah. What do I eat? Today I had Subway. That's what I had for today. Nanis says, hello from Washington. Me and my kids love your videos. My 9-year-old says, whoa, what happened here? My 9-year-old says he wants to look in trash now. I told him we'll stick to garage sales. That's great. Hey, Taco, are you eating corned beef? I did not have corned beef today. Corned beef sounds amazing. I did not have a Subway and water. Yeah, Subway and water, Haley. That's what I had for dinner. I did have Subway and water, but a life. Taco survives on Subway and pizza with hot sauce. It is true. I remember you comment on a video of mine when you were at 10K subs, now 154,000. Congrats. Thanks, football. Appreciate it. I jumped right over you. I totally missed it. Another trash picking video. So I did go trash picking today. As you guys might have heard earlier in the video, it's pretty warm out, so it was definitely nice. And it should be fun video. Mark Bridges, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it, man. Thank you for a $10 super chat. It's awesome. Always appreciate the support, guys and girls. Thanks, Mark. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Somebody asked a question about, oh, do I ever go to Knoebels? I went there once a while back. I think I was a freshman in college. When I was there, they were building that like wooden roller coaster. I think that would be awesome to go on, even though I really don't like roller coasters. Uh, I kind of forgot like where Knoebels was because I wasn't driving. I didn't have a car at the time. Maybe in the future I'll go back there. I do like how you don't have to like pay to get in. It's like you just pay for your ride. And if you guys like classic, vintage, possibly sketchy rides, that's definitely it. Knoebels is definitely one of those iconic vintage amusement parks. I think you can also like get a cabin or something up there, which is, you know, so cliche of the 50s and 60s, I would say. Hey, how are you, Taco Stacks? Karen asked, do you ever eat a home cooked meal? I am a mom. I hate your eating habits. I do eat home cooked meals once in a while. I'll put some toast or bread, create some toast, PB&J sandwiches. Uh, Once in a while, I'll also have maybe pasta or something, but I don't really eat a lot. The problem with like eating by yourself when you're single is like you make all this food and it's like, what do you do with it? When I can literally drive like 3 miles down the road and get pizza and be done in 20 minutes. It's it's easy. It's definitely easy. Brittany, PB&J, yeah, I know. Not the best diet. Iced coffee and a donut is the breakfast of champs. Phil's fan. That is true. It's definitely true. Old storage unit food is the best. I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if I would do that. Rodrigo, how is your dog? My dog is doing good. Uh, she's been kind of wild the past couple of days, but she's definitely all right. And I was just actually vacuuming not too long ago because she just the amount of hair is just tremendous in this house. So I plan to marry someone someday. I plan on marrying someone someday. That is an ultimate goal eventually down the road. I cook all the time. What's left over, I put in the freezer for later. Sounds like a good idea, Police Chaplain. Sending hearts from Sweden. So yeah, like I said earlier, you know, I'm thinking about doing some flea market videos in the future of like treasure hunting. And you know, if you guys, I know I said it's probably around like there's maybe 100 people in here. If you guys have anything that you're interested in, uh, drop a comment like in the chat and let me know what you guys are interested in possibly seeing in terms of product. Because I'm kind of curious in terms of like something else that I can buy besides, you know, hatchets, axes, hats, golf balls. I don't think I'm buying another golf ball for a very long time. I still have 3 trash cans of golf balls. But yeah. Hot Wheels and Matchbox. Ooh, so are you somebody who likes just like the red lines? Or are you just a collector of all the Hot Wheels and Matchbox? Hi, Taco from the land of 10,000 potholes. Must be from Pennsylvania. Morgan asked, am I going to buy another Dodge? Lol. Probably not. I was thinking about probably buying, I don't know. I might trade in my van next year, probably early next year. That is kind of my thought process because I think I could still get a decent amount of money out of it. And if I just had to shell out a couple thousand for a newer van with less miles, I think it'll be worth it. I did get a good deal on my van, like I was saying. So because of that, I kind of have some leverage. Brittany says Toyota. I don't know if Toyota makes a van. And when I rented that truck, when I got that truck, when my van had that transmission problem, I realized that I definitely do not want to drive around a truck and trash pick. It wasn't going to work for me. It was, unless it was like a beat up Ranger or something. I just don't think I'd trash pick. Or most importantly, like I wouldn't want to do flea marketing with a truck because if it rains that night before, you can't pack up unless you have a garage, which I don't have really a garage. I can't fit my Jeep in my garage, and the van I definitely can't fit. I think if I had a truck, I probably wouldn't be able to fit it as well. Pat D's, get some Jimmy's hot dogs. Thanks, Pat. Jimmy's hot dogs. I had Toby's yesterday. I don't know if you've ever had Toby's over there in Phillipsburg. They're bored. I don't know which better. I don't know if Jimmy's or Toby's is better. If you ever had Sharks, I think Sharks was definitely the king of hot dogs. But what do we know? Chevy 15-passenger van with seats removed lasts forever. That sounds like a lot of work removing those seats. It sounds like a pretty big vehicle too. I also, if I was to get another vehicle like the one I have, I would definitely want the high roof. A lot of people do ask me how I like it. I love the high roof. I think if you're under the 6'1", I think it'll work. If you're over 6'1", you're kind of going to be in trouble. But I don't want the longer bed. It's not an extended cab that I have, but I have the longer model, and it's impossible to like park on the road. It's also impossible to park at the flea market. It's like if somebody parks in front of me, I'm stuck at the flea market because I just can't get out. My truck is literally bigger than my spot at the flea market, so I overhang both sides. Not good. William, do you sell 4X shirts? I think I'm currently sold out of 4X shirts. I know I'm definitely sold out of 5XL shirts. I was trying to make a reorder on embroidered hats and beanies last Thursday, but apparently they're very booked. So I don't know what will happen to that. The t-shirts I'll probably order within the next week or 2 weeks, and so they should be in within a month. I know it sounds like a far time away, but they do take a while to get in. You're going to have to change your name to Hot Dog Stacks. I want a taco tote bag. I'll ask and see what they can do. The nice thing about them is, like, I know for embroidery, you don't really need a big order. For screen print, since it's a longer process, it's kind of it's more difficult. Salsa t-shirts. I should probably try to figure out how I can get a t-shirt for Salsa. How did the picking start? I guess you mean trash picking? So I used to trash pick. I probably trash picked, I don't know, 4 or 5 times before I actually started making YouTube videos on it, and I really enjoyed it. I had my older van. The first weekend I ever got my first van, the Chevy van, I went trash picking because I went one time in my Jeep when I had Jeep Liberty, and it was a lot of fun, but I only can like pick up like 2 items. So I was like, I have a new van. Well, it was used, but it was new to me. And I figured, let me try this trash picking thing. Let me try scrapping. And it was just like a lot of fun. It was like a treasure hunt, but it was a treasure hunt where everything was free. And so I just did it. And I had a couple spots that I wanted to check out. So town number 1, when I garbage picked 3 towns, that town was the first town that I garbage picked in, like, before I did YouTube videos. And that was kind of like, I don't know, people throw away a lot of stuff. So I tried that. It was a lot of fun. I was finding a lot of crazy cool items, lamps, Tonka trucks, like a lot of like cool items. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try YouTube this and see what happens. So it seems like a lot of people like it. I know the views on the garbage picking are a lot more than trash picking or mail day or thrift stores or mail day or daily videos. So it seems like a lot of people still love the trash picking. I know there are a lot of other YouTubers doing trash picking now. When I first started, there was one other person, and they had, I think, 3 videos, and they stopped maybe a year or 2 years before I even started. So there was like no one who did trash picking when I started, except for this other guy. And he had like 50, 60,000 views, and I kept on watching his videos over and over. And I was like fascinated with it. So I figured, I can try it too. Maybe people will love this as well. You're lucky to be able to pick there. You can only dump stuff out in the spring. Maine stinks sometimes. Huh. Interesting. I didn't even know that. I thought, I know some people have those automated garbage pickups, and because of that, um, it becomes difficult to put out other items besides whatever fits in that trash can. Bob knows. Bob Ross knows. If you eat healthy, try cauliflower crust for pizza. Polly, thank you for that. I don't like cauliflower. I'll eat broccoli crust, but that sounds that sounds really weird. Why don't I have yard sales sometimes? I live in the middle of nowhere. It's not like I can really have a yard sale at my place. I really do live in the middle of nowhere, so it'd be like 5 cars coming down the road after a whole day, and it'd just be too much. It makes more sense to just go to the flea market. The flea market that I go to is really close. I'm very fortunate where the flea market I go to is probably my favorite flea market within all the markets in this area. So maybe there's like 5 or 6. Mine is definitely the one that I enjoy going to the most to buy and to sell. So I'm very fortunate in that way. Same thing with thrift stores is like there used to be a thrift store in Allentown, the Whitehall one. That used to be my absolute favorite thrift store to go to. Now it's way overpicked. So it's impossible to really find good things there. But at the time, I was very fortunate because I'd go to Harrisburg and I wouldn't enjoy it as much because, the ones by me were, uh, a lot better. The thrift. Yard sales are not worth it anymore. I would strongly, agree with that. I do think yard sales are very difficult to find stuff at, unless you do use clothing, and then you're really kind of picking yourself in terms of. So I do vintage used clothing. So I kind of, limit myself on what I can find. Phyllis, man, I was dumpster diving and trash picking over 20 years ago. Blog type websites, but not much. Yeah, so times have definitely changed. The funny thing is the other day I was like watching some YouTube video and there was a guy who was vlogging, like literally vlogging, just like you would today in like 1987. And I was like, this is crazy. Like this guy had to walk around with a boombox like camera to make this video possible. Like that guy was so ahead of his time. It was it was crazy. But yeah, I do wish, I wish YouTube was around a lot longer. I wish I would have got into it earlier. I do tell people if you guys are interested in doing YouTube, definitely just go for it. It's still alive and well, and I don't think it ever, kind of go away. I mean, it's free entertainment. It's amazing. I watch a lot of random things on YouTube. Free entertainment. You really can't go wrong. I haven't watched television in the last 6 or 7 years. So. Wondering if when thrift shop, do you scan the women's clothing section also because they are sometimes mixed in? Yeah, so I do go to women's section. So everyone who's been watching knows like the vintage sweatshirts. I do go to the sweatshirt section of YouTube. I do go to the sweatshirt side of the thrift store, and I often do find stuff there. And for some reason, like I look at the racks that are going out, and sometimes on the women's racks, there's men's clothes on the women's racks. I know it's just going right to the women's section. So, if you really have the time to look around, I would definitely suggest looking around, especially maybe if I go through the men's section, there's women's clothes in there. People like to hide stuff, so check it out. What the Hale says, YouTube is only going to grow. Absolutely. I definitely believe YouTube is only going to grow. It's only good. Bob Ross, like Hercules Candy. Yes, I do watch Hercules Candy, just a random section of YouTube that I get into. I mean, I don't even eat that much candy, so you never know what's going to happen. Regine, we love you. We love your videos. You're an inspiration. Thank you, Regine. Appreciate it. Hey, dude, remember me? Absolutely, Lucky. I remember you. Taco, do I do auction on eBay? I really don't do auction on eBay, and this is the reason why. So there are a lot of things that I put out there on eBay. I kind of got away from it a little bit in the past couple months, but when you put things on auction, it doesn't really create an incentive or, a demand for the person to pay immediately. And nothing drives me more insane than putting something up there, it sells in 5 days, and they don't pay for like a week. That just drives me nuts. I'd rather take less money and get the money immediately than to sit there and wait 5 or 7 days for a person to pay. And sometimes they don't pay. It just, I don't like it. If there was a way that you can make it so like people had to make a down payment if they made a bid and they were winning, I would love it. But it drives me nuts when people don't pay for stuff. It's kind of like people who buy stuff at the flea market and say, hey, can you put this aside? But they don't hand you the money, but they want you to save it for them. Like, I don't do that. Like, if you want to buy something, I'll hold it for you so you can walk around, but pay first, because people, they never pay. It's a weird concept. People have buyer's remorse 2 hours later. Mary asks, why don't you share your eBay page? You get more business. The pros and cons of kind of the internet and putting off my eBay page or my Etsy page on a channel, the pros are very limited in terms of the cons. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers go down that same path, and it just creates more of a hassle than it's proactive for the channel. I do understand I'll probably make more sales, but it could be very detrimental to both my eBay business as well as my YouTube. Can I ship my goods to the UK? I believe there is shipping to the UK, so I didn't update the shipping charge. It does seem like a lot, shipping international. I know this personally because I look at it and I ship. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money. And then once I go to actually ship the item out, it's like another $4 or $5 more than I charge, but I do ship it out. I haven't updated. It should be more money, but I'm keeping it very affordable, under the cost, just so that, it's reasonable and you guys aren't paying an arm and a leg for a t-shirt to be shipped across the river or across the ocean. Wow, river. It'd be a pretty big river. ¿Cómo estás, Rosa? I'm doing very well. What has been my most unusual find ever, Taco, please? I do not know. I can't think of something off the top of my head that's been really unusual. It's, I don't know, kind of a noodle when it comes to that. Gee, your camera has good quality for streaming. Thank you. It is a Logitech, I think like an HP 922, something like that. I think it's only like $80, or maybe my microphone was $80. It was pretty affordable. Oh, Bob Rod, a pumpkin blow mold on a couch. Yes, so if you guys might remember, I did find a blow mold on the back of a couch, the back of a thrift store. And that thrift store is no longer a thrift store. It's been there my entire life. It was just sitting right there on the couch. So I ended up taking it. I guess it was garbage because they throw out their garbage in the back, but it was literally just a pumpkin sitting on a couch. Yeah. We came across some free Odom jerseys sold two for $60. That sounds good. Darby, hello. Amy, hello. Did I get that light fixed on the van? I think you're talking. Which van? Which light? So I have a lot of problems with my electrical on my van. The license plate light is out. It sometimes goes out. I know the other day when I was driving to the flea market, it was out. My headlight is just. I don't think it's fixed. It did rain a lot the other day, and there's no water in it, but it's still cloudy, so I have to do something with that. If I buy something from you, can I have it back? Yes, you could have a bag if you buy something from me, Bob. There was water in the light, yeah. Odell Beckham, yes. So yeah, Odell Beckham he just got traded. Yeah. 3 more weeks. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up if you guys haven't already. For your headlight, go to carparts.com. I'll check that out. It's something like, if it clears up, if it dries up, I'm fine with it. But if it doesn't, it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt if it's always cloudy. It was out for a couple days, so. Did that Raiders jersey cleanup auction life ask? It's sitting on my couch right now. I just did laundry. I haven't checked it out. It probably cleaned up a little bit, probably about 50%. So if you guys are interested, that OxyClean stuff works really, really well for darker stains, and especially like little spot stains. I know some people are talking about like a Tide pen. I've used a Tide pen before, and I didn't like it. For some reason, it really didn't clean up too much. Bob Ross asks, isn't it under warranty? So yeah, my van, there's for people who probably purchased a vehicle, you have a powertrain warranty, and then you have a bumper-to-bumper warranty. Your powertrain covers your engine, your transmission, and probably something else. But your bumper-to-bumper covers like the electrical stuff most likely, and this would be a bumper-to-bumper issue, and that expires at $36,000. And I didn't get it renewed, or I didn't get an extension on it because it was like another $2,000 or something. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to spend $2,000 for something that might cost me $200 or $300. So that's why that wasn't covered. My transmission was. So that would have been like a $4,000 fix. That thing is good until I think 60,000 miles. And once I hit 60,000, I'm probably going to trade in the van before that because I feel like this van's going to be problems all the way through. It's just the Dodge are just, I just don't like them. How old is Salsa now? Salsa, I think, is like 8 months, 8 or 9 months. Ask questions in all caps. It's a good way to do it. I haven't watched TV in 4 months, on year or eBay only. That's what I like to hear. I definitely think like, so people, ask me if I'd ever want to be like on a TV show. I have no interest to be on a TV show. It's something that I just don't think television's like that fun anymore. I just don't. I like the real. I'm somebody who always likes the authentic process. It's like Storage Wars. I don't like Storage Wars. People like it just because they want to see what stuff is inside. It's all fake to me. I don't want to see stuff that's staged. That's why I like watching YouTube. There's so many YouTubers out there who do the real deal. It's cool. It's cool to see what's out there. I shared your video so you can hit 100 million soon. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you. When am I going to get another storage locker? So there's a couple that are online right now. It's not looking good. I think the closest one's probably like in East Brunswick. There's probably like 12 or something. That's 53 miles. There was another one south of Philadelphia. That looked interesting. It just, some of these things are just so far away. It's just difficult to kind of get to them. I don't mind going to ones that are close by because if I have to take 2 trips to one that's close by, which seems to always happen, somehow I always manage to take out 2 trips. It's not bad. But when I have to travel pretty far, it's kind of unfortunate. So that only happens like once every 2 months for the storage lockers by me in terms of like which locker it is though. So you might have 3 every 2 months, but each locker facility only has an auction every 2 months. The U-Haul by me does it pretty much every 2 or 3 months. I haven't seen when their next locker is. I know there's some coming up, I think next Friday or Saturday. Saturday, I think there's supposed to be like 140 lockers going up, which I have no idea how that's even possible. But I'm thinking maybe I'll go there. I think if there's 140 lockers, it's very easy to buy one. But I still have to think, same time, I think that if it's on a Saturday, there's going to be at least 100, 150 people there. And if you have 150 people there and people are there buying 5, 10 lockers at a time, it could get a little difficult. But I do plan on trying to buy some. Still love your style, even though you passed over my comment. I apologize, Sherry, for passing over your comment. I can't. There's so many. There's 400 people in here. I try to slow down the chat, and sometimes it goes so quick. When will you start selling again at the flea market? The flea market, I think, opens up in 2 or 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks, so I'll be back there. I did sell yesterday. That video will be coming out tomorrow. I sold at a different flea market, which goes along with what Blue says. How do you like the golden nugget? Is it worth going to? I think it depends on the weather, and it depends on what you're after. If you're someone like me who likes to dig through box lots, and you like treasure in terms of unsearched stuff, things that might be, I'll take a gamble on this, then golden nugget is definitely not your flea market. Now, if you're going there because you like something that's an enjoyable experience where everything is nicely placed, it's on tables, it's la-di-da, everything is priced, higher end stuff, you're not going to look at used toasters. If that is your style, which there's nothing wrong with that, if you like stones or jewelry, that's golden nugget. That is definitely golden nugget. But, someone like myself, I like the glorified yard sale, just box lots of junk, 200, 300, 400 vendors. You dig through a box, you might find something good. I always find something at the flea market. That's the kind of flea market I like. But other people like just to go for the experience and try to find things that might be, they might like. Is it worth the gas driving around trash picking? That depends on what your idea of is it worth the gas driving around trash picking. The only thing for me is like I drive around trash picking and my gas is paid for based off of the scrap metal I pick up. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's a hobby for me. At the end of the day, what I find in the trash is peanuts compared to what my hourly wage should be. I'll spend 3 hours trash picking and I might find $5 or $10 worth of stuff aside from scrap metal, and my hourly wage is like $3 an hour. So it's definitely something that's not very profitable. If you're looking for something that's very profitable, if you're looking for like a side business, or if you're looking to scrap, I would highly suggest not doing it. But if you're doing it as a hobby, you're doing it for fun, go ahead. It's enjoyable for me. So that's why I do it. But, if you're trying to sit there and determine if it's worth it for, making a lot of money, is it a good side business? Like people say scrapping is a good side business. It's very difficult to make scrapping a side business. When you factor in the gas you drive around, the gas you drive to the scrapyard, I make like 40 or 50 bucks. The gas I spend is like $30. It's just not worth it. But, it's just not. You need a trailer for hauling your metal items. Also one that a mower will fit. So that's another thing. Like I rarely fill up my van. I know some people do say get a trailer. The only reason I'd want a trailer is so I can separate my stuff. My van's also a pain to drive. It's not exactly enjoyable driving around that thing. It's like driving a boat. And if I had a trailer, I would sure hope that I can fill it up. I haven't filled my van up once ever since I got this new van. So I've done, 50, 60 trash picking videos probably with this new van, and I haven't filled up once. So I know a lot of people do say things about like, you don't pack right and this and that. As long as everything fits, it doesn't matter how everything goes in there. But I would like to get a trailer. It's something that, I'd have to get a hitch on either my van or my Jeep, but I don't know if I'd ever haul it around for trash picking. Hello from Poland. You should look for vintage concert tees. There's a good market, Denise says. Yeah, so vintage concert tees are definitely, I think probably the best thing to look for. It's something that, unfortunately, it's just so far gone. It's something I haven't found a vintage concert tee probably in about a year. And I usually find one maybe, once in a blue moon. Yeah, doing your taxes, saving your receipts must be a headache. Looks like you're organized putting in envelopes. So yeah, I'm working on my taxes right here. I have all this stuff. This is all my tax stuff. I actually just finished. This isn't even all of it. These are all my receipts. They're actually full. So they're all my receipts from, that one's not. These three are all from the thrift store. So it's a very long process. The tax stuff it's becoming kind of dreadful. If anyone's curious about doing taxes and you're doing it yourself, I would definitely highly suggest just doing TurboTax. It's something I do, and it's very, very simple. I think one misconception of doing taxes, especially with eBay and Etsy and all this stuff, is that people are just afraid to kind of learn. Kind of just, it just takes time. Like for me, I've been doing it for about 3 or 4 years now, doing it myself. It probably takes me like 4 or 5 hours. First time I did it, it was probably 8 or 9 hours, and then it's done. It's done for the whole year. It's not something that, is something that's very difficult. The hardest part is definitely adding up all the receipts. There's nothing more dreadful than sitting there with a calculator doing 495 plus 355 for about an hour straight. But that's probably the only thing I would suggest if you guys are looking to kind of get into reselling and you're worried about taxes. TurboTax is very simple. It literally asks you on a very simple, educated level. Like, you don't need a college degree to figure it out. It's just take your time. Brown says, yep, I do TurboTax as reseller. It takes time, but it's very simple. Sherry as well. Same, I do my own taxes. Yeah. Happy St. Patty's Day, Taco McStacks. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, somebody also asked me a question in one of the videos as well about, can I deduct my gas receipts? So these are all my gas receipts. Can't really. That's my gas receipts. The one thing with taxes, as I'm pretty sure they haven't changed, is you can either do the style of deduct your gas that you spend, as well as the cost of maintenance. So if you had to replace your engine, you had to replace your transmission, whatever it might be, you can also use your gas receipts. Or you can do, I think it's called like the standard mile deduction, which I think is 40 cents per mile. So you can deduct your mileage. You can do one or the other. So one has your gas and your maintenance, and then the other one is your mileage. I always use the mileage because I figured I'd probably use my Jeep for about 60% of my business, and I use my van for 100%. So because of that, I just use the mileage. It's much easier, and it's probably the biggest thing that you'll save money on in terms of your taxes if you were to do it. There you go. You can deduct standard mileage. Do you ever find scraps of leather in the trash or in thrift stores? I don't find many scraps of leather or fabric out and about. The only kind of scraps I kind of find is like lace. That's pretty much like the antique, like the doilies. That's probably it. Am I recognized a lot when I go in public? No, I'm not really recognized that much. I recognize probably once every flea market day. That's probably the only thing. Maybe an auction, but when I go to McDonald's, no one knows me, and I'm very thankful for that. I was late to the park because I was watching NCAA basketball. Go Gonzaga. I don't know. When's March Madness? Isn't today like Selection Sunday, or is that next Sunday? Don't even know. We have 442 people in the chat. Got a couple more minutes here. Make sure to smack that like button. McDonald's run. No McDonald's run right now. Roll Tide. Yeah, don't know about that either. 58 cents a mile starting in January 2019. Oh, that's a lot more than I thought. 2019. All right, so that's this month. Unless that's maybe deducting like this year's taxes, so 2019 taxes. That's one thing that really kind of screws me up is when I'm buying TurboTax. I'm like buying TurboTax 2018, even though I'm filing in 2019. It's yeah. Whoa. Made to live chat. Awesome. Taco, favorite YouTube. Thank you, Uncle Dave. Appreciate it. Related to Ray Romano. I'm not related to Ray Romano. Wade, hello. I just seen you pop in there. How you doing, Wade? Ten-year-old Molly needs a big hug and a hello. Tell Molly I would give her a hug and hello. Have I ever found any LED light bulbs in the trash or thrift store? Every once in a while, I'll go to the thrift store and they'll have like boxes on boxes of LED light bulbs. No idea where they get them from, but they do. Hey Taco from Sports Michigan, looking for a shout out. Hello, Rebecca. Alrighty, guys and girls, I'm going to sign off here. It's been a very long weekend. It should be fun. Tomorrow we'll be releasing the flea market video. Kind of a noodle right now. I appreciate everyone stopping by today, all the super chats as well. Thank you guys. If you guys haven't already, make sure to smack that like button. I'll be seeing you guys probably in 2 weeks. I think I'll do another live stream. We'll see how it goes. See, we got 440 people here. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. It's been awesome. It's bedtime for Taco. Yes, it is. But it's almost 7 o'clock. You know it's bedtime. It's not dark out yet, but it's getting dark. Keep up the great videos. SA asks. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, guys and girls. It's been enjoyable. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the week. Stay safe. Enjoy your St. Patty's Day. If you're going to get a little crazy, do it responsibly. And see you guys later. Take care. As always, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.